Welcome to another bite-sized teachable moment training tape for football officials. And in this edition, we'll talk about the more and more rare version of illegal shift or the illegal shift, which has become more and more rare because a lot of them now are looked on as false starts. But these got four different examples here, and these are all should be live ball illegal shift. So if we'll have a look at this first one, you'll notice if we freeze it, this guy right here and this guy, if you look at those two, and whoop, there they go, they both move. Now, if there's any way that we can look at this as a false start, I would say this guy over here probably more than the other guy. If there's any way that we can shut this down as a false start, go ahead and do that just by philosophy. And we'll get back to that philosophy on the last uh, play. Here's another, actually the same team, um, a very similar situation. We've got a lot of moving around, and then the same two players are confused. They both move. None of this really looks like an abrupt start of the play, so it's very difficult to call this as a false start, but certainly a live ball, illegal shift, and as you can see, both wings are completely on top of this, so well done by the wings. Next one, again, actually same team, same situation. The two wing backs both think that they are going into motion. Again, neither of them really looks like a big abrupt false start, so it's difficult to shut this down. But again, should be a live ball uh, illegal shift. Now, as for a back judge key, let's just say, since the back judge is in the picture here, let's say this is your primary key as the back judge, and you see him go into what you think is motion. Immediately you shift over to your backup key and you see him, and he's also in motion, so you know something's up. But as a deep official, I would advise against ever calling this illegal shift or illegal motion or full start, anything like that. As a deep official, just leave it for the wings. And that brings us up to the last play. And this is actually a good example of why we want to shut it down if at all possible. Now, I'm not saying that this should have been shut down because it really can't. This doesn't look like the start of the play. But if you'll see here, the result of the play ends up with a long touchdown for Team A. And as soon as we call back a long touchdown, we are going to get scrutinized a whole lot more for this flag or this call than we would have been if we can get away with calling it as a false start. So whenever we can, whenever it just looks like a false start, or whenever we can shut it down as a false start, we want to go ahead and do that. Um, But as I said, sometimes there is no way around it. We have to call it as a live ball illegal shift, as we've done in these situations here. And that was it for this illegal shift edition of the training tape. So as always, thank you for watching.